All right, so to answer this exam question, you must first know the formulas. There are four important formulas that we need to know. So here are the formulas. So this is our first formula, which we need to know. We must keep this formula in our heads. Okay, so this formula is very important. This is one of the formulas. The next formula that we need to know is this one. This formula is important. Our next formula is this one right here. Remember I said there must be four formulas that we need to know. So our next formula will look like this. Right here. And our last formula is this one here. So these two formulas are similar. The only difference is right here where there is cos and the sine. So these are the formulas that we basically need to know. So let me just talk a little bit about the formulas. The first one here, this formula, will help us find the coefficient that we're supposed to put here. The next formula, this one, will also help us find what we're supposed to put right here. This formula, the last one here, will help us find what we're supposed to put here. Okay, and this bigger formula is the key formula that will help us find the sequence, the order of the sequence, the way it's supposed to be arranged. So now we'll start with the first formula. So keep these formulas somewhere. If you can copy and write them somewhere. So let me start with formula 1, which is A sub O is equal to 1 over 2L f over x dx. So from our first formula here, this formula, we first need to understand what is our L. So which one is our L? How do we find the L? So if you don't mind, we can use the formula, this method to find the L. So this method works well to find L. You say is equal to, you come and get the lower limit, which is negative pi, comma, the upper limit, which is the pi, right here. I just want to show you on how you can be finding the L, in case you face difficulties on how to find L. So you say C will be equal to pi. This C will move with this pi. And 2L plus C will move with the, actually this one moved with the negative pi. This one will move with the positive pi. So we know that our C is a pi, the lower limit here, okay, negative pi. So we say 2L plus negative pi. This pi, negative pi, will be put where C is. And then you solve. So when you solve, we're solving for L. You have pi plus pi. This pi, negative pi, when it comes this side, it will be positive pi. So you have 2L is equal to 2 pi. You divide by 2, you discover that your L will be equal to what? To pi. So our L is pi. Okay. Now, we've known that the L we're able to see is pi. And you have to be very careful here, okay? Since our L is pi, our L is pi, okay? Now, how is it supposed to go? If it was one function here, the lower limit was supposed to be negative pi. But now we have this and this. So the way it will be A O is equal to 1 over 2. Our L is pi. The upper limit there, we know that actually here, don't mind very much here to put this. If you want, you can be putting this, but don't put this L where the L's. The L we found, we'll be putting it right here. It's the L to put right here. So here, for these limits, we'll go to the ranges that have been given. So for the first function here, O, where there is f of x, the function which is there is O, it's 0. And the lower limit is negative pi. The upper limit is 0. And then we say dx plus the same thing. Now we go to the other function. So we have pi here. The lower limit here will be 0. Upper limit will be pi. And then for the function, what function are we dealing with? Is x. We even said dx. Okay? So now, if we follow nicely, this right here will just give us a 0. Here will just give us a 0 because of this 0. The integral of a 0 is just a 0. So AO is equal to 1 over 2 pi, okay? The integral there, x from 0 to pi dx, of which we can integrate this with respect to x. We have something like this, x power 2 divided by 2. The lower limit there is a 0, upper limit is a pi. Then when we work out, we have 1 over 4 pi x squared. Just like that, okay? Hopefully you're able to follow here. So the next thing here will just be to plug in the pi. So I have 1 over 4 pi there, down there, 1 over 4 pi. Here we'll put pi squared minus a 0. I guess you know how to plug the limits. So put the limits here, which is this one, and this one, which is that one there. So what are we getting here? We are just getting a what? We're getting a pi over 4 pi. Pi over 4 pi. This is pi squared actually, this pi. So when we work out this and this, we have a pi on top over 4. So this is the solution. So our A sub 0 is equal to pi over 4. Kindly watch the next video for the rest of the question.